No lie, this is like the 8th time I've tried to do this intro. So what I am going to just say simply is thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. And today we are going to be doing a full glam look using all drugstore products. I wanted to do something purple, which is a color that I don't really like on myself a lot, to be honest. But I really built it around this eyeshadow, which is from this Comfort palette from Wet n Wild. It is just a duo chrome eyeshadow. It looks very similar to Label Whore from Too Faced, Black's Blue Brown. I know a few cosmetic companies have shades like this. I know Makeup Geek just launched their duo chromes, and I know that Marlena has a pigment and an eyeshadow that's very similar to this. So that was really the basis of this look. I hope you guys find this look fun and easy to create. And I think that's it, guys. So please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Please thumbs up this video and let me know in the comments below what you would like to see on my channel. Thanks. So we're going to get started, guys, with priming the face. I'm going to be using my Pixi Flawless Primer. This has a little bit of tint to it and a glow, so it helps to even out my skin tone even before I add any foundation to the skin. This is one of my favorite primers to use at the moment. Then I'm going to be going in and priming my under eye. This step is optional, but I do have really dry under eyes, and this helps keep my concealer from looking crepey and also from creasing. I do have deep under eye creases as well. Next, we are going to be going in with foundation. Today I'm going to be mixing two shades. This is the L'Oreal True Match in the shade W7. This one is more of a summer shade for me, so I am going to mix it with a lighter shade, which is going to be my Covergirl 3-in-1 Outlast foundation in the shade Golden Tan. So I just mix that on the back of my hand, and this creates the perfect shade match. I want to dot everything on the face, and then I'm going to blend out with my Real Techniques Miracle Sponge. True Match foundation tends to be a little bit more of a fuller coverage, and the CoverGirl one tends to last a bit longer on my skin, so it is a really good mix. Next, I am going to be going in with my favorite concealer. This one is from Maybelline, and it is the that's not the name of it. It is the Maybelline Dream Touch Lumi. That's what it's called. It looks really bright. That is because of the lights. And this one is in the shade Honey. I am going to be going for a full coverage, full glam look. So I'm going to be taking that pretty low down the cheekbones and on all of the high points of the face. And I'm going to blend that out with the same Real Techniques sponge. I'm going to be doing very soft bouncing motion underneath the eye. This is going to give me the fullest coverage possible from that concealer, which tends to be a little bit more on the creamy side, so the coverage is about medium. Next, I am going to be going in with this essence powder, which I don't recommend that you do. I hadn't used this powder in a while, so I decided to use it since I was using all drugstore products, and it really messed up my foundation and took me about 10 minutes of reconcealing and trying to blend everything out, so don't do it. But we are going to move on to eyes, and we are going to be using the lightest brown shade in the Sonia Kashuk Eye on Neutrals Matte Palette. This is going to be our first transition color, and we are going to place that slightly above the crease and just softly blend that out. We are going from inner to outer corner, just evenly distributing that on the eye. So we're not concentrating it at the ends like I normally would. I'm just evenly putting that slightly above my crease. Moving on to the second shade, we are going to be using the taupey shade towards the bottom It's a cool tone brown. That's going to go slightly below the first shade that we placed into the crease of the eye. This is going to open up my eyes a little bit more, give me a little bit more definition, and it's going to make a easier transition from the duochrome that we are going to be placing later. And I am watching 48 hours on my phone. If you see my eyes keep darting to the side. We're just going to take a front blending brush and we are going to smooth everything out. That's going to be really important in this look because of the amount and color of shadows that we are going to be using. The blending process is going to be the most important to get something really clean and seamless. So next we are going to be going into this black Radiance palette, which are the same formulation and shadows of Wet n Wild. So if you love Wet n Wild, I would definitely check out these palettes. We're going in with the satin purple color. The duochrome that we are going to be using is greenish brown, but once you blend it out, you do get this really pretty purple sheen to the eye. So just putting something that was already a purple sheen is going to make the transition a little bit smoother and cleaner as well. So I'm putting that just on top of the last shade that we placed into the crease. And then I'm going to be going back in again and blending everything together. Now we're going to be going into the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone palette, and we are going to be using the duochrome shade in this to finish off the look. So we're taking a flat brush and we are going to pack that onto the lid. We aren't going to go into the crease at all because we already have that purple shade there to make the transition easy. So we're just wedging that from lash line up into the crease and packing on so we get the full effect of the duochrome. And once again, we are going to be taking that clean, apparently I'm going to be putting on more shadow first on the other eye. And now we're going to be taking that clean brush and blending out everything. Next, we are going to be moving on to eyeliner. I'm taking a Silk Seam liner in purple, and I'm going to run that from my waterline down onto the lash line. And I'm going to be going back into the Comfort Zone palette and taking that duochrome shade and packing that onto the lid, or I'm sorry, onto the lash line to get that greenish, brownish duochrome look, but then blending it out so we get that halo of purple that's really pretty. And I'm taking my Sonia Kashuk liner, which is my favorite, and I'm going to be tight line since I'm not going to go in with lashes. Then I'm going in with the first two shades of my Sonia Kashuk palette, and I'm using that as a brow bone highlight. This will just clean up anything that got a little too blown out in the blending process. Now, contouring with the Pixi contour powder, I'm going to go in with a Real Techniques contour brush. This one is a little bit more fluffy. This one is a truer contour. It has a ashy grayer undertone to it, a little bit of a cooler toned color. I am going to go kind of heavy-handed, but I am also going to go back and blend everything out. I just really wanted my face to be extremely structured, and I wanted the cheeks and the eyes to balance out. So I'm going to be going in with a bold lip as well, and I didn't want my face structure to be lost. So, like I said, going in a little bit heavy-handed, but we are going to blend everything out. We're going to be using my Essence Sun Club bronzer. This is my second one that I've gone through, and I'm just going to use that kind of as a bronzer and a blush to also blend out the contour. So I'm going all over the cheeks, up the sides of the face. I'm going to be putting it on the forehead, underneath the chin, just warming up the entire face with that. I'm taking whatever was on the contour brush and just contouring the sides of my nose slightly. I don't ever add any product to the brush when I'm doing my nose because I don't want anything harsh. Next I am going on to brows, and first I comb up the hairs to create my shape, and then I will show you guys the before and after. So done, undone, that's what we're working with. Next we're going on to highlight, and I'm using my Physicians Formula highlight. This one is in Miami Strip. I'll try to link it below if it isn't. And I'm using the lightest two colors. This one is a purple highlight, which I absolutely love. It's gorgeous. And I wanted to tie everything into the duochrome shadow and give everything an almost purple vibe, which you'll see at the end. So I'm just packing on tons of highlight, just putting it everywhere, pretty much. Might as well just have used it as a setting powder. I'm also going to do the nose, just really all the normal places that you would highlight. But I am going to blend everything out with my e.l.f. clarifying powder, I believe this is called. And I'm going to buff that into the skin to tone everything down, blend everything out, and make sure there's no harsh lines. I really take the time to blend both my eyes and my face for this look. And we are going to be moving on to mascara. I do about 100 coats of my voluminous mascara. This one is from L'Oreal, I believe. I don't always like to wear false lashes. My lashes are extremely curly, so my real lashes curl through the false lashes and it kind of makes it hard to place them. So I just pack on as much mascara as possible. And now we're moving on to the bottom lash line. I am going to be using a bright blue mascara this time. It excited me apparently. And I'm just going to be placing that on the lash line, the lower lash line, to give the eyes an extra pop and make it more interesting. Now moving on to the lips, I am going to be using my liquid lipstick from Milani. I'm going to douse my face in this all-nighter spray from Urban Decay. And once that sets, we are all done, guys. So this is the look that I created. I hope you guys found it inspirational and you guys give it a try. If you do, I'd love to see it. So you can tag me on my Instagram or let me know in the comments below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.